everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about SHEIN makeup. Now I'm just going to cover one thing before anyone comes for me. Yes, I have my Christmas tree up already. Honestly, I don't really care. I have that many decorations and trees to do between now and like the beginning of December, and we do them in slow dribs and drabs. We just do not have that time in my house for us to be doing it in one big go. So I have chose this year to do it a little bit earlier than usual, but me back is thankful for it because the one in the salon's up, this one's up, the one in the back room will go up soon, which is only a teeny tiny one, which will probably take me a whole of 10 minutes. And then the one downstairs, which takes me absolutely ages in the living room, will be getting done soon. But that's not what this video is about, but I just wanted to cover why there's a Christmas tree behind me. Yeah, today's video is all about SHEIN makeup. So I picked up this product right here, which is the Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation from SHEGLAM at SHEIN, whatever you want to call them. And then I also picked up their Glowing Up Skin Stick from the same range, which is the SHEGLAM range. So I have only got on right now the foundation, the contour stick. I've put my brow gel in. I've also put a liquor mascara on. I've got no powder on. I've got no highlighter on, no blusher, no powder bronzer, no nothing on the face. This is all solely the SHEIN makeup. So if you would like to know how this is going to wear, I am going to show you how it applies as always. I will then have a quick little chit chat with yous, and then I will come back later on in the night. I'm probably going to come back in about 9 o'clock, so it'll be a solid 7-hour wear time. I'm working in between then. I've got to put a face mask on, so there's loads of different things I've got to do. I've got to run to the shops, so there is loads I've got to do. But yeah, let's see how this wears. If you'd like to know how it goes, if you would like to comment, like or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But let's just get into the video. Okay, so I've prepped my face, I've done my usual skincare, and then on this side I've used my L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I wanted to see if there was any difference in the way the foundation sits. This side has just got normal skincare on, and this side is normal skincare plus the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. So this is the foundation right here. So it comes in a bubble wrap, a little, whatever that is, I don't actually know what that's even called. And then this is the box itself. So it is called the, let me double check, it's the SHEGLAM Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation in a 30ml. It says, it has all the ingredients on the back, and then on the side it says, get ready for Skinfinite possibilities with our creamy medium coverage foundation that's designed to mimic the sorry, it's really hard to read with this. Let me just take the clear thing off because it's really hard to read. I've got no light behind me, so it's difficult to read with the clear thing on. I don't know. Where's the little... Let me get back to you. Okay, so that's now out of the packaging. Whatever clear thing they use in SHEIN, they need to invest in giving to other drugstores around England, because you had to physically slice a bit of that to get into it, so it would actually stop people opening all the bloody product on the shelf. But nonetheless, it says that it get ready for Skinfinite possibilities with our creamy medium coverage foundation that's designed to mimic the natural look of your skin but sub in extra hydration and a gorgeous glow. Say bye-bye to cakey, pore clogged foundations of the past. The advanced formula is ultra lightweight, blendable and breathable for a barely there feel. So inside, it's actually quite nice packaging, to be fair. Ooh. Ooh! Comes in a little parcel. Okay, that's quite cute. And then that's the foundation. Can you see that? See if I dim some light. See that there? Oh my god, that's really nice packaging. It's glass, so it's recyclable. It says shake well before use. Let's give it a good shake now. I purchased the shade Porcelain, and the reason why I bought Porcelain was because I didn't want to risk buying any other shade, because I knew at least Porcelain I can try and work and make it actually work for me if it's gonna match. But then, oh, okay, so it's a pump tube. I am really impressed with the packaging. I'm gonna be brutally honest, it reminds me a little bit of like Kim K Beauty, which it wouldn't surprise me if that it's from the bleeding same factory. But we're gonna just pump some on the back of our hand. Okay, so there's a drop, and then, okay, so it's definitely a medium feel. It's not like thick, but it's got a thickness, but it's still got like a light medium. No fragrance, which is nice. And see how that's blended into my skin relatively alright, which makes me think I was right in picking the Porcelain, because that ain't porcelain. So I'm a neutral undertone. I have like freckles, but I have a rosiness, and my actual undertone is neutral. So let's hope for the best. I'm going to take one solid pump, and I am going to take this brush first and pop it on this side. So that's actually an alright match. My neck is so pale, like it's not funny. My face is a different colour to my neck. My back is a different colour to my chest. My chest is a different colour to my arm. Honestly, it's not normal, but I always pick up porcelain if I'm ever unsure, just because I can always try and make it work. So that's actually gone on really, really well. That's actually gone on relatively nice. It's clinging to a little bit of skin here, only ever so slightly, but it's gone on all right. I'm going to take a little tiny bit more just to do my forehead area. So just took, if you can, that much now. Definitely isn't porcelain. I think this will be too dark for you. I just don't think it has that whiteness of a porcelain, because that's gone on pretty alright for me. The glow's coming through really nice. I'm going to take a small amount, and I'm actually going to try not to use any concealer today because the foundation shade is alright. I'm just going to pop some around my eyes like I would a concealer, and I'm just going to use that like that because I'm not going to put any powders. I'm going to use the 2 products I bought from SHEIN, and I'm just going to see how it goes, because it's all well and good putting all the products on, but I do also sometimes think you can end up not really seeing if the foundation's worked, but all the other products actually have. So at least if not everyone has 1,000,001 products, so if I review just the foundation and the products I purchased, at least then you know if you have minimal products, okay, that'll work for me. So that's actually gone on really nice. I am really surprised by that. I'm pleasantly surprised, but obviously let's just see the colour options. So the selection is actually better than some drugstores. So that's the selection. Let me just turn this off. So I'm going to turn my ring light off just so you can see the actual selection of colours. So that's the colours all there. There's actually a good selection, if I'm brutally honest. It's alcohol and fragrance free, it's natural glow finish, and it's got an hydrating formula. It had a 4.5-star rating, so I was actually thinking it would be relatively okay, but I also think sometimes the star ratings aren't the best. But I am pleasantly surprised by that colour selection. There probably could be a few more probably in the lighter and the darker. Going from this being the porcelain shade, I would definitely say they need to work on a whiter, like a very, very, very white porcelain, because when you are porcelain, you'll know the struggles. It can be too pink, it can be too warm, it's never neutral. I was a neutral porcelain tone, and oh my god, like now my skin has changed over the years, but it's definitely hard to find a porcelain foundation, so they definitely need to work on that. But from what I can see, the dark shade, I think that's the darkest there. Let me just turn this off. So that's the darkest foundation, I think. So there is a good few options. I'd probably say they need a few more darker shades and a few more really light shades, which is always the way. It's always the way. So next, I'm actually going to go in on this side with a beauty sponge. I was going to go in with another brush, but seeing as that's gone on so nice with no streaks, it sat on really well. I can't get over the colour match. I'm absolutely over the moon, because I will actually use these foundations if I'm ever just nipping out and stuff. But I'm going to use a beauty blender on this side. So this is literally just got skincare on. I'm just going to start it, as always, in the centre of my face. It's gone on pretty much exactly the same. So that's it on that side. I do think it's got a nice sheen to it. It's got a nice glow. It doesn't feel like I've got any makeup on. It's sat on really nice. So this is definitely a buildable foundation. It's definitely a medium coverage. It's gone on nice. It's still, I can still see some of my redness in my cheeks, but I kind of like that. Means like in a minute when I leave the house, I'm not gonna have to worry about looking dead because the redness in my cheeks does give me a little bit of life. I am pleasantly surprised by this. I really, really am. I'm hoping it doesn't oxidize. I'm hoping it stays on the skin really well. I'm not going to set it. I'm not going to do anything like that. But what I am going to do is pop it back in its little pouch, which I just think is adorable. Like, I think that's the cutest little thing ever. And then I am going to take the other product I purchased, which was the SHEGLAM Glowing Up Skin Stick in Golden Sun. So this one doesn't look like it'll be as hard to open. It says, smooth contour and brighten your face with this multi-use skin stick. A soft, creamy formula that's suitable for a variety of skin tones, easy to blend with a brush or with your fingers. The wide range of shades is suitable for a variety of skin tones, and you can mix and match them dependent on your mood. Recommendation is to apply gently on the skin using a retractable brush. I don't know why a retractable brush. To apply highlights to the forehead, brow bone, nose bridge, cheekbones, cupid's bow and chin, and then use the brush to buff out the makeup to create a more delicate blooming effect. Or maybe it comes with a brush. So in this, there is 4 shades. I mean, for the price, I'm not expecting much from this, and I'm not expecting the colour to be absolutely superb because, I mean, sometimes you've just got to take the, you know, you've got to understand it's £3.49. I mean, £3.49, how crazy is that? I don't even understand them, how much it must cost them to make. Don't even want to know what's in it, to be honest with you. So that's it inside the packaging. Okay, that's the stick. And that's how much you get of the product. So I'm just going to take that back down again. And there must be a brush. I haven't even realised. Oh. That's why it said retract. Oh! I don't understand. I don't know how I don't know how I feel about using that, but I'll give it a go. So let's use this. We're just gonna apply this like a contour like bronze. So like so. I'm gonna use it exactly the same way as I would my Laritzi one. So what I will say, doesn't smell very nice. It doesn't move on the skin very easy either. It was dragging a little bit then. It's definitely golden toned. It's definitely got that sun-kissed warm undertone. I'm gonna try the brush. Okay, absolutely not. It's like hitting my face with concrete. Where's mine? So I'm gonna go in with the one I always use, and we're just gonna buff that in. It doesn't smell nice at all. It smells like plastic. Yeah. Oh, I don't like the smell of that at all. Definitely based off that smell, it's kind of making me think, what the hell is in this product? I'm not even going to read the ingredients. With this brush, that's blended out relatively okay. It's not as golden as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be definitely a little bit more, considering that's the second shade. I thought it would be just a little bit more. It was all I was expecting, just a little bit more in the colour. But it's actually gone on really nice. For £3.49, it's gone on impeccably. Like, I can't get over how much it sat on. Considering it went on and it was quite stiff, it wasn't easy to move. It wasn't the nicest to drag on top of the foundation, so I didn't expect it to move as easy as it is on the face. It actually has. It's gone on actually all right. Do you know what? For a starting cream stick, just to play with and to get used to, I definitely say that's gone on really, really well. I don't think it's like life-changing. I don't think it's revolutionary. I didn't expect it to be for the price that it is, but it's gone on and it has warmed my skin up. It's sat on top of it really nice. It's blended in really nice. The negatives I will say about it is the smell is bloody horrible. Yeah. Oh, that stinks. I don't like the smell at all. I think the packaging is relatively really nice. You know, it matches the bottle and everything. It all blends. I think the colour for Golden Sun is exactly golden. It is a golden sun tone. What I will say though is if this is to go off what colour shades they have, I don't think the dark one would be as dark or as dominant as you want it to be. It wouldn't be as dark or as deep as you probably want it to be, but that's just me going off this. I hope it wears well, because if it's good enough to say, yeah, give it a purchase for the price, it'd save people a lot of money if they're on a budget. So that's up to now. It's now, yeah, it's 2:20, and I mean, would you believe it's 2:20? Look how dark it is. And I will come back to you around about 8:30 to 9. I've still got appointments and everything to do, so I will come back to you at around about 8:30, 9 o'clock and let you know how it was. And I'm back. So it's 9 o'clock now, just coming up to 9 o'clock at night. And I've been out, I've worked, I've gone to the shops, I've had a mask on. So it has had a good running since 2:20. So I'm going to bring it a little bit closer and then I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So this is the forehead. I think it looks all okay around the forehead region. I don't really suffer with any foundations around that area anyway. As you can see, there's creasing and the skin around my eyes has started to look a little dry. That is, my skin around my eyes is always dry. But I'd say it's a little bit dry, but not too bad. It's dried down really, really well over the hours. It's not very sticky now. It hasn't creased, but it has gathered a little bit on my lip. Just a tiny, teensy tiny bit, just a tiny bit. But other than that, for the price, I am going to be brutally honest and say this foundation is worth a try. Are you going to get it and be like blown away? I mean, maybe not. I mean, if your skin's a little bit oily than mine, and I mean by just a smidge, this might actually just be perfect for you. But in all honesty, I think this foundation is so good for the price. If you are on a strict, tight budget, this sort of foundation people aren't gonna look at it and be like, oh my God, how cheap does her face look? Or, oh my God, that foundation is awful on them. It's not like that sort of foundation. It looks like it could be just your average L'Oreal, Maybelline. Like it looks that standard. In all honesty, I would wear this over picking the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. So everyone is completely different and it is a preference. But yeah, I think this foundation, for the price of a large McDonald's meal, it's worth it. I honestly think it's worth it. So it's definitely worth trying. Obviously, the colour selection's a little bit hard because it's online and there's not as much of a description and they maybe need to sort that out. But obviously, at that price, they're not going to. And I think the colour Porcelain definitely needs working on because that was the paler shade and it definitely is not pale. But nonetheless, would I recommend it? Do you know what, for the price, yeah. Yeah, I would. As for the contour stick, I would probably never purchase the contour stick again. Not because I thought it was awful, but because of the smell. It just did not resonate well with me and I don't want to read the ingredient list to know what's in there. So for me, the contour stick was an okay-ish product. I'd probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Whereas I'd give the foundation like a 7.5. So there's like a big difference. But the contour stick, I think if you're on a really, really, really tight budget, get the contour stick. If you can deal with that smell and not have to worry about what's in the product, then that is completely fine. But for me, when a smell comes with something, that instantly makes me think of something else. It's not worth it. But for that is less than a Big Mac meal, a regular Big Mac meal in Mackey's, that contour stick. So for me, if you are someone who seriously struggles money-wise, this sort of makeup is exactly what you need. And it's definitely really good makeup in a sense if you want to give them out as Christmas gifts this year. Maybe you know someone who's just starting out with makeup. Maybe you've got someone who's just 16. You can't afford it. You can't afford the Giorgios or the Dior's or anything like that. There's absolutely nothing wrong. I would have been made up at 16 if someone had bought me foundation like that. absolutely over the moon. So definitely think it's worth it if you're on a budget. It just, for me, the contour stick just didn't resonate well with the smell for me, but it went on perfectly fine and it's lasted. So yeah, that's this video concluded. I hope you liked the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.